Alright, topic 5, we're looking at the slope-intercept form of a line. So right here, y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2 is the slope-intercept equation of this line that is graphed. So we're going to start by answering the question, what is the slope of this line? Well, from here to here, we have to go down 2, so rise is negative 2 over the run of 1, 2, 3, 4, which reduces to negative 1/2. So our slope is negative 1/2. So I want to take a look at what's called the y-intercept, which is where the graph crosses the y-axis. That y-intercept is at 2. Our x-intercept is at 1, 2, 3, 4. So our x-intercept is 4, where the line crosses the x-axis. So, looking at the information from the line we have, y-intercept of 2, x-intercept of 4, slope of negative 1/2. How do those three pieces of information relate to the equation? Well, we have our slope right here, and then the 2 is our y-intercept. Okay, so x-intercept, not really anything to do with the equation. From the equation, we can have the slope and the y-intercept. That is the slope-intercept form of a line, the slope and the y-intercept, also known as y equals mx plus b. M is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Now, over here, just to keep in mind, parts of a linear function. Highest exponent of x is 1, so you wouldn't have something like y equals x squared. Okay, the slope and the y-intercept. So you have to have a slope, you have to have a y-intercept. So, knowing that our slope is the number in front of the x, y-intercept is the number that's by itself, find the slope and the y-intercept. So here, slope is 2/3, and my pen stopped working. Alright, so the slope equals, might come up twice, yep, slope equals 2/3. And the y-intercept is this piece right here, the negative 2. Okay, pen is not working in the moment, so let's just look at these. Don't need to write it out. In number 2, the number in front of the x, the 2, that is our slope. Y-intercept is 10. Okay, next one, y equals negative 1/2 x. Now, that is negative 1/2 x plus 0. Okay, so that is really a plus 0 there. Now my pen's following me where I go. Negative 1/2 x. So our slope, whoa, it's really following me everywhere. Let's stop writing. Let's maybe erase a little bit of that. Alright, so our slope here, one thing to keep in mind is that is plus 0. Okay, so the negative 1/2 x, or negative 1/5 x, I'm sorry, the negative 1/5 is your slope. So you have a slope of negative 1/5, and then the y-intercept of 0. Okay, so your y-intercept equals 0. Now in number 4, that really is y equals 0x plus 4. So in that situation, your slope is 0, your y-intercept is 4. Okay, so if there's no x, that says y equals 4. There's no x there, that means your slope is 0 because essentially it is 0x plus 4. Okay, and my pen is not responding very well, so let me finish this. Alright, so now that right there, 0 is your slope and 4 is your y-intercept. Okay, so remember, if it's just the x term that gives you a slope, but the y-intercept of 0, just the number, that gives you a slope of 0, y-intercept of 4. Okay, now the next piece is writing equations in slope-intercept form. So now if you're given the slope and the y-intercept, how do you write the equation? Well, that's easy. We substitute m and b into y equals mx plus b. Okay, so this equation right here, m equals negative 2/3, b is 1. That means our equation, y equals negative 2/3 x plus 1. Okay, so here you're given a slope of 3/5, y-intercept of 0. You have y equals 3/5 x plus 0. You don't need the plus 0, y equals 3/5 x works. Okay, in this one, where our slope is 0, that would be y equals 0x minus 1. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Is 0x plus a negative 1 okay? Yes, it is. So you could have y equals negative 1, really. Any of those three are fine. Okay, but y equals negative 1 is fine. You don't have to write the 0x. Okay, so there are your equations. So here's some u-tries. Given the slope and the y-intercept, write the equation in the line. Go ahead and try those. Pause it, try those, and we'll go over them tomorrow. So the next, given the graph of the line, find the slope, find the y-intercept, and write the equation in the line. So the steps, step 1, find the slope. Step 2, find the y-intercept. Step 3, log them in. Okay, remember m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. So when you have y equals mx plus b, remember your equation, you plug in the m and the b. You still have the y and the x as part of your equation. So, to find the slope, here's a point, and then find another point on a grid line. I would say that one right there. Okay, so we go rise of 2, run of 3. So my slope is 2/3. And then the y-intercept is, this is 0, so that is 1. So the equation, y equals 2/3 x plus 1. It's as simple as that. Okay, so here's some u-tries. Go ahead, these all should have been labeled. Do make sure when you're graphing, you label your axes. Okay, go ahead and try those. Find the slope, find the y-intercept, and write the equation. Okay, pause it, try those, and we'll check them later. So next, we are going to take the equation and write the graph the equation. So steps, identify the slope. So what is my slope here? You're right, it is 2/3. Let's hope you're right. And the y-intercept, what is that one? Yes, that is 2. And so the equation, y equals mx plus b. Remember, the y-intercept is your b, slope is your m, so it's y equals 2/3 x plus 2. That's what we started with. So y-intercept of 2, we're going to start there. Slope of 2/3, that means we go up 2 over 3. And there's our graph. Hopefully you connect your points a little better than I did. Alright, so there's some u-try. Find the slope, find the y-intercept, and graph. Okay. And next we are graphing again. However, sometimes you may need to rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form. So how do we do that? We solve for y. If you remember back to in chapter 2, we had equations with a couple variables and we had to solve for one of them. That's why we did that. Okay, or this is why we did that, was so you know how to solve for y. So here to get y by itself, this is minus 2. The opposite is plus 2. So you have y equals x plus 2. From there, your slope, okay, if it's just x, the slope is a 1 in front of it. Alright, so our slope is 1. Y-intercept is 2. So we start at the y-intercept. Slope is 1, so that's 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And there's your graph. Okay. This next one, to solve for y. we are going to just add this 1/3 x over. So that cancels. You have y equals 1/3 x plus 1. So our y-intercept is 1. Slope is 1/3. So go up 1, and then it's up 1 over 3. Rise over run. Okay, remember, so that's your rise over run. And that's it. From there, that I believe is it for the lesson. And yep, that'll be tomorrow's class. So you've got some U-tries in there. Make sure you've tried those and come in tomorrow with your questions.